Isabella is a senior who plans to attend the Sophie Davis Biomedical Education Program at the City College in New York. She is a co-president of the South Asian Student Association and a vice president of the Medical Club. Please welcome Isabella.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So my first question for you is, how did you decide to write your essay about?
So for Sophie Davis, we had to write 3 essays: the meaningful essay, the mission essay, and the influence essay. So for the meaningful essay, I decided to write about the lessons I learned in my time while shadowing the dermatologist at Jamaica Hospital. For the mission essay, I decided to write about my experiences growing up as a mixed child. I'm Guyanese and Puerto Rican, so I wrote about how my background and my culture affected, how that affected healthcare in my situation. And my influence essay, I wrote about, because I grew up with some medical conditions, so I wrote about how growing up with some health conditions, how that influenced me to want to become a doctor and to want to help those with similar conditions to me.
That's really interesting. So my next question for you is, what are your tips for the interview process?
So Sophie Davis has a 3-hour-long interview. You get interviewed by 3 different people. I got interviewed by a student and 2 faculty members. And honestly, the interview process is very easy. I was very worried before my interview, but once I was there, it's just like a conversation. Just stay true to yourself, because the admissions officers, they want to know about you, who you are. They don't just want to know what's on your resume or what's on your transcript, because they could read these things. So I would say just try to act like it's a conversation.
Right. And my final question is, do you have any advice for college admissions?
I would say to try to be a well-rounded student. Yes, grades are extremely important in academics. You want to make sure you have very high grades, but also don't neglect things such as your extracurriculars and your personal statement. You need to show who you are in those extracurriculars and your personal statement, because colleges, everybody can have good grades, but they want to see that you're a good person, and they want to see that reflected on your transcript with your essays and your personal statement.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.